Major sporting events often attract fans from all around the world, and effectively presenting event highlights to the global audience is a big challenge for broadcasters. Alibaba Cloud Media Services, as known as Apsara Video, offers a family of services including video acquisition, editing, uploading, transcoding, storage, media management, distribution, and playback for all types of audio and video files. Additionally, it provides a variety of audio-video solutions for live and on-demand streaming, media processing, video AI, and real-time video communication. It helps solve challenges with ease. Would you believe that highlights of football games can be completely generated by video AI on the cloud? Thanks to its sophisticated deep learning capabilities, video AI quickly learns all things related to football by digesting a high volume of data and instantly teaches itself to become a football fan. In the process of learning, video AI tags highlights and movements, such as a team's ball possession, players' positions, and the number of fouls and goals. It also recognizes keywords mentioned during the broadcast. For further synthesis of audio and video features, when an exciting moment happens, video AI immediately combines the results of various AI analysis on both the video and the audio, capturing the exact moments of shots on goal, goals, saves, fouls, passes, and other highlights. Video AI leverages multidimensional data for cross-fact-checking and also combines event backtracking and prediction algorithms, which helps further smoothen information processing. To create highlight reels of exciting game-time moments to ensure real-time results, Alibaba Cloud Media Services directly applies the AI processing on live streams. First, it utilizes real-time clipping to break down the live streams for multimodal analysis. Then, it uses event backtracking and prediction to quickly aggregate the captured highlights and generates high-quality reels with necessary adjustments. The powerful media processing capabilities generate both game highlights and athlete highlights in near real time. When video production is completed and is ready to be distributed, Alibaba Cloud Media Services provides a complete media solution. The end-to-end solution is capable of distributing live and on-demand videos with high quality, high reliability, high scalability, and low latency by leveraging the patented Narrowband HD technology, which enhances frame rate and optimizes other video techniques. It further improves the image quality and the overall viewing experiences while reducing the video bitrate to save your distribution cost. As for scalability, with real-time data feedback, intelligent live CDN scheduling, and other mechanisms, Apsara Video helps tackle the challenges of tens of millions of concurrent users and the ever-growing video business. In an era of worldwide video streaming with multiple cutting-edge video technologies, Alibaba Cloud Media Services, as known as Apsara Video, dives into practical business scenarios and provides you with comprehensive and effective solutions. Apsara Video, more than just watching.
Hello, welcome to the webinar, Next Level Digital Media with Alibaba Cloud. I'm Jeremy, and this is my colleague Bin from the CDN and Digital Media Department.
Hello, everyone.
So today we're going to talk with you about some of our media offerings, specifically live streaming, video on demand, and some of our technologies related to transcoding and AI in sports. We'll get into more detail on that later. So the presentation will be broken into two parts. There will be media on the cloud and then Alibaba Cloud offerings, which will talk more specifically about our product offerings. So first, I just want to talk a little bit about the World Cup. As you all know, the World Cup has just finished. In China, the broadcast was done by Youku, which is an Alibaba Group company. It's a streaming platform and video on demand platform. And during the final game of the World Cup, France and Croatia, there were 20 million concurrent viewers watching on that platform, which is pretty incredible, and zero downtime. Just to give you a basis for comparison there, the royal wedding was only watched by about 13 million people, and most of those viewers were watching on a traditional television broadcast. So I'll let Bin do most of the talking here, but I just want to emphasize that we're now at a point where a lot of stuff that used to be done by traditional broadcasters can now be done online. So you can have a broadcast reach 20 or even 30 million people simultaneously streamed over the internet, whereas that used to require you to build your own infrastructure, your own equipment. You can now outsource that to a company like Alibaba Cloud. And Ben can tell us more about why you would do that.
Right. Thank you, Jeremy. So traditionally, a lot of media services are run by very complex equipment deployed offline. So, but now, as you see in the World Cup case, we can actually run this service fully on the cloud. So the Youku's broadcasting of the World Cup is completely run on Alibaba Cloud, and it can sustain to the same scale and the same quality of broadcast level services. So the reason that we can do this right now is because, of course, the advance of the technology, but mainly the cloud offers a lot of opportunity to solve some of the pain points of offline in-house media operation. So first, as the service, the media service evolve, there is a lot of complexity coming, especially for OTT media services. With cloud, we can help you support more platforms, mobile phones, OTTs, big screens, and traditional web or other devices. And also we can cooperate very fast-changing workflows for your services, and it supply reliability and security. And as you can see from the World Cup, the scalability of the cloud service is already very, very high. And we can also support like a higher resolution, like a 4K, 8K video flow. And it supports very dynamic workflow, like suddenly there's like tens of millions of people rushing, and the cloud can support that without much problem. And as for the cloud, it has a lot of flexibility. You don't have to pay a lot of money to construct the whole workflow. You can pay as you go. It can help you reduce your initial cost, and it can help you handle very large flash cloud. And then because Alibaba Cloud, we have global deployments. We have a lot of data centers. You can run this operation not in a single location, but across the globe. And finally, because Alibaba Cloud is a fast evolving technology company, we can offer all the benefits of the new technologies, like the new video codec algorithms, many AI technologies, and new network infrastructure to enable innovation in your new media services. So next, Jeremy will talk about specifically what we offer in Alibaba Cloud.
All right, so we basically break our services. You can break it down into a grid like this. There are basically three types of cloud offerings that we have. We have fully public cloud. We have hybrid cloud, where you use some of your own on-site equipment or even another provider. And then we have a private cloud offering as well, Z-Stack, I think, which allows you to use most of the tools you're accustomed to from public cloud, but the equipment is equipment you own and control in your data center. And we basically break our services, our video services, into three levels. There's ICE, PaaS, and SaaS. So at the ICE level, of course, we have the fundamental infrastructure, like the CDN, storage, database. We have our physical servers and networking are at the ICE level. And then at PaaS, we have things like video transcoding or processing, application servers. We have some big data services as well that can tie into that. And then at the SaaS level, that's where you get into things like fully integrated video on demand or video hosting services. These are turnkey solutions that you can just start using right away.
Right.
So the entire Alibaba Cloud service offering for Alibaba Cloud International looks something like this. There is the global physical infrastructure, and then on top of that, we have the ICE layer, where we have our database, storage, network, compute. And then on top of that, we have add-on services. These are the PaaS and SaaS services that we offer. So there's application services, big data, we've got monitoring and security. And one of the great things about running a media workflow on the cloud is that you can mix and match this. You can take advantage of multiple services from here based on your specific needs. And that can save you a lot of money and a lot of O&M headaches, because let's say that you need a solution to prevent someone from, I don't know, leeching a live stream. Well, we can do that. We have security products for that already built that you can deploy. Another huge advantage of media on the cloud is global deployment. So you can see here are 18 regions. Pretty much anywhere you are, there's an Alibaba Cloud data center somewhere nearby. Yeah. We have 2 in the US, 1 in Europe right now, the Middle East, and quite a lot in Southeast Asia. Mm-hmm. We also recently opened 1 in India, so we have very, very good global coverage right now. Another thing that's also hugely important is security and compliance. Most people they have some questions or doubts sometimes about moving to the cloud. You know, will it be secure? Does it comply with my local laws and regulations? Yep. We cover that. We have most of the major compliances that you would expect. So PCI DSS for taking payments, HIPAA for medical records. We have C5 in Germany, which is a cloud security compliance that's specific to the German market. And we have a relationship with the MPAA also, which is very important for a lot of broadcasters based in the US. Mm-hmm. And from here, I think Bin can talk a little bit about our media products specifically. So next slide.
All right, so regarding to specific media services, we have as Jeremy mentioned, we have different levels of providings. On the base layer, we have the CDN service, which is our ICE for the ICE service for content delivery. And above that, we have PaaS services as well as SaaS services. Some of the services are a combination of PaaS and SaaS. You can select which way you want to use the service. Okay, so there's like a media processing. You can use it for transcoding and complex video editing, all this kind of media processing. We also have a real-time communication. This is a recent release, and you can use it built like a video conferencing application. So we also have Apsara Video Live. This is a service that Youku built on to support the World Cup. And we also have a complete SaaS service. SaaS service for video on demand. You can use this to build some similar experience as the Youku. Okay, so you can see this is our CDN global coverage graph. So we have more CDN point of presence than our cloud databases. We have presence in all 6 continents globally, and we have 1.3 thousand point of presence globally, and the total network capacity is 90 terabits per second, and this number keeps growing. And so recently we have been recognized by Gartner as the market lead for the CDN service.
And actually, I want to jump in there and say one thing. If you're doing any kind of cross-border live streaming, CDN is your critical infrastructure. So the fact that we have 1,300 plus POPs is very important if you're going to do any kind of global broadcast.
Right, yeah. So this is introduction for our media processing services. So it offers professional transcoding capabilities and the flexible media workflow and media editing. So basically, the usage scenario is like this: you upload, import your video to our global storage service (OSS), and then this file will trigger the video transcoding. You can call our API directly, or it can also be triggered by our media flow trigger you set up previously. Then after the editing, it will store back to OSS, so you can distribute it through CDN for playback, or you can do further processing in other services like AI and other stuff. And very importantly, we can provide this called Narrowband HD video enhancement, which can improve the quality of your original video, which I will introduce in the next slides. And we can also support like a DRM encryption and also AI recognition and more. Okay, next. So I mentioned about this Narrowband HD enhancement. This is a cognitive video enhancement technology based on deep learning. This has been used by many of our high-end customers. With it, it can enhance the details that is sensitive to humans' eyes and smooth out those artifacts in the picture that human eyes do not pay much attention to. For example, in this comparison, without the narrowband HD, the human's face is a bit blurred and the grass is a lot of artifact there. So with the enhancement, it can remove all the artifacts on the green grass, so it seems much smoother. And also the people seems have more details on its face and clothings.
And this narrowband HD, this is specifically an Alibaba thing, right?
Yeah. We have trademarked narrowband HD for this technology. And also this narrowband HD technology is also available for our live services. And next we talk about the Apsara Video Live service. This is our all-in-one live streaming offering. It supports all the fundamental features that's required by a live streaming operation. It has reliable ingest and also very reliable publishing protocols supporting RTMP, HOS, TS over RTP, all these standard ingest method, and it can also publish RTMP, HTTP, FOV, HAS, and we are also adding more protocol support here. It's integrated very closely with our CDN service so that it can use our powerful CDN infrastructure as well, the smart scheduling, so that the people can get the video, live video from the point that are near to the user and watch it with very high quality and very low jitter or something. And the whole processing has very low latency. We can support up to lower than 5 seconds latency. And also we have a lot of data API that can give you real-time feedback on the services, as well as historical numbers, like how many people are viewing your videos. You don't have to build that data infrastructure by yourself. And it also have embedded security measures. It can support token authentication. It can blacklist particular IPs if people are abusing your services. And also we can support some of the standard features like time shifts, and so you can drag and play during the live streaming. For example, if there's a World Cup game already starting, you want to start from the beginning, you can do that with our service. And also it has other features like capturing the live, like the snapshots and other features. You can find out more information about that on our websites. Yep. So we support live streaming service. We can also support video on demand, because we're seeing video on demand have much demand coming with the short video community and then many other like video on demand applications. So we have this complete solution for video on demand services. So this is various features that we have we supported. On the producer side, we can support various import methods. You can use APIs to batch import. You can upload from your mobile phones or directly from your shooting apps. And on the cloud, we support the management of the uploaded video. It can transcode to the proper format that's for distribution. And we also offer a simple online editing application. You can directly edit to your video, adding some previews and pre-rolls and post-rolls directly on the web page. It also integrated with all the AI, some of the AI features that can help you make the video more attractive. We probably will talk about that later. And the service also want to go to playback for play on various devices. And we also support data analysis, video checking, recommendation, and insertion. Yeah.
I want to ask actually about this part, the producer part, this SDK. There's an Android and an iOS version of this, right? Yeah, we have mobile SDK, free SDK if you are using our services on both iOS and Android. We also have the web SDK. You can include that to directly include the player on your website. And also we also have
SDK for the PC and Mac. You can also use that on the desktop. Yeah. Next slide, please. So here is a summary of the AI features that we enabled in our services. Specifically for like a sports event, we can generate gaming highlights based on the full length of the video. We have been using that on some of the customers during the World War, and we have a world leading speech recognition engine that is supported by Alibaba's Damo in the academy, and it can recognize the commentary done by accompanying the video, and it can also recognize all these commercial brands during the game, and it can enable applications like advertising interaction or sort of thing. And finally, we can use facial recognition to recognize the athletes during the game, so that it can enable all kinds of interesting applications. So finally, this is a new product that we are launching. We have already internal customers from Alibaba using this. We will probably talk about that in the later session. And this is a real-time communication service. This offers not just single direction video distribution, but also bi-direction, multi-party multi-party real-time video audio communication. You can use this service for video conferencing, online education service. You can set up you can set up a course online using this service, and it can also be used on online medical services to help doctors to diagnose. Okay.
So just to clarify, so the difference between something like RTC and live is that this is two-way.
Yeah, this is two-way, and also the latency is very, very small. As I mentioned, the live is like less than 5 seconds. This is sub 1 second. It's around like 200 millisecond in good network conditions. So it's
that's
a different.
good.
Yeah, that's very interesting. Yeah. So that's all the introduction for the media service offerings, and all this, many of this is already available on our international sites, many regions, and many more are coming up. So that's it.
Great. So we talked a lot about what the products are. Do we have any concrete, real cases of customers using these things?
Yeah, absolutely. We will have more introduction of custom cases in our next webinar on August 2nd.
Great. I'm looking forward to that one.
Yeah, great.
Hello, my name is Richard Fu, and I am a colleague of Bing and Jeremy, who did present to you earlier. I am a solution architect for media solutions, and will be answering your questions today during our Q&A session. Let's have a look at the questions. Well, let's pick one from the list. So the first one, can you share more about how the transcoding of files works in the cloud? Well, we have a service named media processing. The users can upload the media file to our OSS service. It's an object storage service. Configuring a transcoding task, and the generated file will be saved to an OS directory as pre-configured. Workflow is also supported. After configuring the input and output OSS directory, when users upload the file to the transcoding will be triggered automatically. Okay, so the next one, how do you support media archiving on the cloud for live streaming? For example, when I want to add this recording to VOD. Okay. Apsara Video Live allows you to record source video streams. It supports M3U8.ts fragment files, MP4, and FLV format, along with recording duration settings. Video files are saved in OSS. After streaming ends, a recording index file for the streaming can be generated automatically. The service also supports the generation of custom recording index files based on your specified recording starting time and ending time. So to facilitate the playback of your recorded content, the live recordings must be stored in OSS and your media bucket. So if they're stored in the media bucket, you can activate media processing and then set the input and output media buckets. So that's after that, the live streaming can be saved in the cloud, and you can use the file generated for VOD after that. Okay, so basically that's what we answer for the Q&A today. Many thanks for listening and providing your questions. Please note that the recording of this webinar will be made available tomorrow. I also note that our follow-up webinar of this series is this Thursday at the same time. I hope to see you there. You can check our webinar page to sign up for this next webinar. Thanks again and have a great day.